All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We're 500 feet above the streets of New York City on this might as well be Friday. Sun should be coming up behind me in about about a half hour or so, I think. Should be, I think, a glorious day finally here in New York City. It's been a little rough. We've had some rain. We've had some, what else have we had? We've had a lot of wind. Temperature has dropped dramatically here in New York City, but we're looking hopefully for a good day. Wayne 2001, I see you. You're on the Instagram. I see you, Tommy. What's going on? I see you, Penny Pooh 2019. What's going on? Who else we got? We got Ross Dogs, Broken Spirit. Cheers to Ross Dogs, Broken Spirit. This guy is an OG. This guy supports pretty much everything I do, so I like seeing that. What's up, Carl? What's up, Crazy Bass Player? What's up, That's Logical? We got John Cords down there in Philly. He had a birthday last week. I hope it was a good birthday, John. I went to Philly for Halloween. We did a back and forth. That's why I wasn't on yesterday. Oh my God. Tuesday, we went down there. We left here at 3 and we were back in New York City at midnight. So we went down there so the kids could keep a tradition going and do some trick-or-treating in my wife's neighborhood. It's so festive down there for Halloween. It's absolutely awesome. Everybody's blow-up game was spot on. Everyone trying to do each other, trying to outdo, I should say, each other. Sorry, it's early. It's early. I just woke up. It's early. I got to at least get through the first cup of coffee, and then I'll be awake, and then I'll go, oh, when I play this back later, I'll go, oh, I said all that? Okay. Their blow-up game is spot on. They're all trying to outdo each other. And then the sun goes down, and trick-or-treating in the neighborhood down there where my wife's from is like this. It's a quick hour and a half, just going around the streets, and then the whole thing is shut down by like 8:30. That's it. Out of candy. That's it. But we love doing it. And some of the people in their driveways, they got little fires and oh my God, just very, very festive. Although I had to bring brought Dorgy around for the trick-or-treating. That was quite the challenge. But John, man, I was down in your neck of the woods for Halloween. And then we got back here last night at midnight, in bed by 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then had to get the kids up at 7 for school. So we were pretty damn tired yesterday, but man, that's a good tired. I like the type of tired where you did something pretty cool. You were living in the moment. I don't mind being tired for that type of stuff. That's for sure. Tony Superior, I see you. Keith M. Rose. What's going on, man? What's going on, Instagram? We got Nick Umrich in. We also got Brian Bernard. Sorry about your Giants, Brian Bernard, but the Jets were a better team that day. Why am I rubbing it in? Brian's a good dude. Brian's a good dude from Massapequa out there on Long Island, and he's a big Giants fan. But the Jets got a good defense. They got past the Giants. They're now 4-3. They're still in it as far as making the playoffs. So that's good to see. Even though I'm more of a Bills fan. You notice how it's slowly changing as the season goes on. I started this season going, I'm not a Jets fan. I hate the Jets. They've disappointed me for decades. I'm a Bills fan, and slowly but surely I'm taking more of a peek at the Jets. Hi from Rochester. I like seeing that. What's going on, man? It was Brother Weeze's birthday yesterday. He's on the radio still up there at, I don't know the name of the channel. That doesn't matter what radio station at this point. It matters to me. It matters to him, obviously. But I just listen to him online. I have no idea. Oh, is it 95.1 up there in Rochester, I think? But it was Weeze's birthday yesterday. So wish Weeze a happy birthday, all right? Growing up in the Hughes house. What's this? Keith Ambrose. Morning, Hope. When are we going to get a Hughes Brothers show telling stories about growing up at the Hughes house? That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to do that. because all our stories are just a little different. It would be that would be a great show. I would like to do that. Maybe it's time to get my brothers to do that. Can we get a Roger Clemens as George George Steinbrenner's blocks? And George Steinbrenner's blocks. What's up, Carl? How are you, brother? What's up, Rob Vetter? Good morning. Gail. Gail's another good one. What's up? You know what, Gail? What's up? What's up, Gail? Cheers. I also offer, I guess it's membership subscriptions. I don't know. That's what this whole world is about. And on my Instagram, if you subscribe, we got a chat room that's on 24/7. And during the day when I'm editing and uploading and doing this and that, I'm in that room just saying hi and talking with the people. So you can do that through Instagram. My Instagram is Opie Radio. All right. What's up, Bob? How are you? Scott Watson, how are you? Goodness gracious. Yes, that's right, Carl. I got to find that old bit. I started whatever. I got people. I got people around me. They're like, dude, you're very proactive with your YouTube channel, Opie Radio, but it's hard to find stuff. So I'm like, all right. So I started a playlist on my my YouTube channel. It's called Classic Opie and Anthony, and I'm slowly but surely every day I'm adding videos from my YouTube channel that are just sitting there lost. And I'm putting them in a playlist called Classic Opie and Anthony. And so far, so good. People seem to really like it. So we'll be adding way more. I only started the playlist like 2 days ago. So give it another week or two, and there should be close to 100 videos in there easily. All right. Morning, all. Brr, chilly out there. Ted Palawada says, "How cold is it this morning? Does anyone know how cold it is in New York City?" They were talking about possible snow. I would love to see snow. We haven't seen snow in I don't know. I don't think we've seen snow in like 2 winters here in New York City. Anything that was significant that hung around. I'm one of these guys, man. You get into a house, not a stupid apartment where you're 500 feet above the streets of New York, because it's going to take like a crazy ass snowstorm for it to be actually outside your window. So it's stupid when you're this high and it snows. I want to be, at the beach in my house. I want to be there with, my family and maybe a couple people I like. And then all of a sudden it just starts snowing and snowing and snowing. And then you're kind of snowed in, I love those days more than anything, where you can't do crap except just look out the window and just see it just dumping and dumping and dumping. And then pretty much society like shuts everything down. God, do I love that. That's one of the great pleasures of living a life. Cheers. Cheers, Instagram. Cheers. But how cold is it in New York today? We're getting my son ready for his a little school trip. So I think he's gonna be sleeping in a cabin in like some like campsite, a couple hours north of here. So he might actually see snow while he's up there for a day or two. JD Straight Shot. I don't think The Bonfire is a very good show. The Bonfire with Jay and Bob Kelly. You don't think that's a good show? Why not? Why not? Milk and eggs for the snowstorm are needed. I don't know why we all run out and get the milk and the eggs. I have no idea. I don't know why that is needed. I don't think you need anything. I think when there's a snowstorm, you pretty much got enough stuff in your house already, right? In the cupboards. But for whatever reason, man, a switch goes off in humans when it snows, and everyone has to go to the supermarket and they have to grab everything. But you don't like The Bonfire with Big J Okerson and Bobby? And Bobby Kelly, that should be a good show on paper. Those guys are pretty damn good. My old producer, Lewis, is over there. I'm very happy that he's still working at Sirius XM. He's a very, very good guy. Indifference to the show, though. I don't care if they're successful, and I don't care if they fail. I just don't care. I literally don't care. But when you say you care. I did that for the old schoolers. If you know, you know. What's up? Eric, you're just saying good morning, dude, over and over again. What's up, Eric? How are you, brother? Mike Miller, good morning. Mike O'Donnell, I woke up early today. I went to bed late because of that Halloween thing. I was in bed by 9. My God, with my breathe right strip, just breathing like a human being. And then I woke up just before 6 o'clock. So I've only been up a half hour. So you got to give me a little bit of a break. All right. Jets weren't better. They were just less worser, RJ Hitter says. When the Jets played the Giants? Well, yeah, but the Jets have a very good defense and they're well coached. And Zach Wilson is just okay. And if they can squeeze out a few more wins, you're going to see that Aaron Rodgers back at quarterback. You know, it'd be stupid for him to come back this year if the Jets don't have a chance. But if all of a sudden they're really close to making the playoffs, you're going to see Aaron Rodgers again this season, which is absolutely insane. You don't come back from an injury that quickly. But for whatever reason, he's doing very, very well in rehab. He's kind of taking snaps before these games to make everybody excited. He's moving pretty good on that leg or that foot, that Achilles. So there you go. Hello, Ope. Hello, everyone else. What's up, Brutal? I like the Brutal. Brutal's all right in my book. What's up, Robert Spawn? How many shows can you just talk about jerk? Wow. JD Straight Shot. Wow. Let's clean it up for everybody. Instagram, I hope you can handle this. JD Straight Shot. How many shows can you just talk about blanking off? I'll say it that way. Or blank stuff. I'll say that way. That's the back door with dudes. It's very, it is. It is very, there's nothing wrong with it's very, I got to be fair about that, but not that there's anything. Okay, you said not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, I don't think the world is ready. Back in the day, like when I was doing Shock Jock Radio, you got the girls on the, oh my God, I'm trying to wake up. My eyes are almost open. You got the girls on the radio show and it was very, it would get the, you would start foaming in your car, let's just say. And I guess in this new world, the shock jocks are doing the same thing, but they're doing it with dudes. That's not happening, is it? Is that happening? Oh, wake up, brother, man. I'm trying, Dave. Give me a break. I'm trying, Dave Fent. I'm trying over here. Oh, God. JD Straight Shot makes me laugh. He's not a fan. If you're new to this, JD Straight Shot, he's one of my regulars. He's very upset about how bad the Jim and Sam show is. And I'm not going to lie. It makes me laugh every morning. His observations. All right. Oh, damn. Look at the sun is starting to come up. I set up, I don't know if my camera's set up properly for the, let me see this. Yeah, all right. I got a sunrise cam set up, but it's still a little dark. Still a little dark out there. Chef Toxic. What's up, Chef Toxic? Carl, WNEW. What was the challenge you guys did where you put girls in a barrel and dump nasty S on them? Oh my God! You don't know that one. You don't know that one. How do you not know that one? And we got a bunch of barrels. We put a bunch of girls in there. They would dress down. They would undress, I should say, down to, bra and panties or a little bathing suit if they were well prepared. And then we would just dump whatever we could find on top of them through holes. We sealed them in, but we had holes that we could see in. And then we would just dump the craziest stuff on them until they would scream that they wanted out. And then the last gal in a barrel won not much. During the Opie and Anthony years, we had these crazy ass things we would do, but the prize was not much. I think it was more bragging rights. And you would think, well, wouldn't the girls just stay in there all afternoon? What's the big deal? Oh, well, it started with really disgusting just food items and other things. And then we went with live stuff. That's what made it very, very challenging. And we discovered, and Joe Rogan will admit this. Yeah, it was called officially. Thank you, Rocks and Stuff. Yeah, it was officially called the 55-gallon drum challenge. I should have said that. Thank you very much. The prize was ratings as a bigger contract. That's right, Dave. You're not wrong. That's what the real prize was. We would get the accolades. We would get more money. We got great ratings. So you're not wrong. But we discovered the hissing cockroaches. So when things were getting a little boring, we would break out the hissing cockroaches, and they would just go, and it would scare. It would get rid of most of the girls, to be honest with you. So we had to hold that back until, as a radio show, we're like, you know what? We're good, man. We're good. Let's really fire this up. And then we would put the hissing cockroaches in, and then we would lose so many of the women. And then one year, they were hanging in there with the hissing cockroaches. I don't know if we did it more than 1 year, so my memory doesn't serve me right sometimes because this bit is over 20 years old. And then if the hissing I'll say it this way: if the hissing cockroaches didn't get them out, then the eels would. Eels. We would put these things in. They were like one big muscle. Oh, by the way, they were in the dark. They couldn't see anything because they'd be screaming, "What is that? What is that?" And that would clear them out. The eels would clear them out. My favorite part about the 55-gallon drum challenge, by the way, is holy crap. I just got to acknowledge, I don't know. I'm even going to read the guy's thing. It might be who cares, but I'm on Twitch today as well. And my Twitch account stinks, but someone said, oh, I'll click on this. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer it's a promotion. Oh God. I got one guy watching me on Twitch and it's a spam promotion thing. All right, anyway. Spill that tea, Opie Radio. Spill that tea. What's up, Jules? How are you? My favorite part of the 55-gallon challenge was that we like the big girls too. We weren't going to tell the big girls they couldn't be part of the 55-gallon drum challenge. So this one girl wanted to be in the competition, and she. I think it's safe to say that she could have played the line for the Jets, the New York Jets. She was a big gal. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we're like, man, we got 55-gallon drums. How the hell are we going to put this big gal in a 55-gallon drum? And then we had people, working behind the scenes, and it was really their job. I felt sorry for the guys that worked behind the scenes at Opie and Anthony because they had to just clean up our messes after we were done. We'd walk out like rock stars. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably should have helped clean up a little more than I did. I certainly cleaned up here and there, but I could have done a better job at that. And it was always their job. We would have an idea or a bit, and then the guys behind the scene had to kind of figure it out for us. So we had this big gal. She could have been a lineman for the New York Jets, and we got two giant, I remember it like it was yesterday, and I haven't thought about this stuff in years. We got two giant green landscaping tubs. So every other girl, we'd set up this area outside the studio at WNEW, and it would be, I don't know, let's say 5 or 6, easily 5 or 6 55-gallon drums, ready for the ladies. And then in the corner was this giant green mess. It was two giant, like I said, green landscaping tubs that then we had to kind of duct tape together because they weren't big enough or tall enough. So we had to put one on top of each other and duct tape it around and get her in there so she could participate. Oh my God. I am really, I've kind of tried to, well, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to turn the corner and really start really remembering the fun stuff of Opie and Anthony. I think in the last couple of years, especially, I focused way too much on toxic nature of the show and the negativity. So I'm really trying to start remembering and thinking and talking about some of the fun stuff. And that's one reason too that I started that classic Opie and Anthony playlist on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. All right. What is Greg Buell saying? I had snow in Michigan on Halloween. Started 15 minutes before the kids went out and had an inch or two within an hour. Damn, I like that. I like that, brother. Write a book. Oh, New York Times bestseller for sure. You'd be on all the talk shows. Damn. You know what? That's not a bad idea, Dave. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I've tried to document a lot of this stuff on the Opie Radio podcast. I've tried. Who's your barber? I know hair, and your barber is a war criminal. Oh, it's just, you know what? It's like, I don't comb my hair. Is it that bad today? I don't comb my hair. I threw a little waxy wax in there, but the problem is too, Jules, great idea, Dave. Put him on the payroll. Oh, who's Dave? Is he someone that needs to be on my payroll? I need to know. Who is this Dave Fent on the Instagram? And the barber at this stage, he's got a challenge because I still got all my hair, but it's definitely he's got to study it. Oh my God, when I was a kid, my mom used to talk about how I had too much hair and I could go to a bar like Edward Scissorhands. I'd just get in there. And now the guy's lifting this piece up and carefully cutting that. He's like, I think I could cut this one. So it doesn't look like it's too thin up there. But it's all right. It's hanging in there for an older gentleman. You're not going to see me bend my head down too much. That's for sure. You learn. Oh, Dave Fent is my new head writer. I didn't even know I have a head writer. Jules, don't shave it. No, it's not. I haven't lost enough where I have to go, man, and then you just shave it down and you never have hair again. I'm not at that stage. I'm not, but I am at the stage where the hair cutter is I see the looks in the mirror, we all look in the mirror and he's sometimes closes his eyes, hoping for the best when he cuts some of the hair up top. Oh God. Oh my God. It's 25 degrees in Pennsylvania this morning. Wow. 35 degrees here in Texas. All right. Sioux City, it's 5 degrees. Let's grill steaks. The smoke lingers. Oh, Mike O'Donnell. We can be friends, Mike. You get it. When I go to the ocean, right? I keep my grill inside the house so it doesn't get weather damage. But when we're out there in the winter, and as long as the wind's not blowing, I put that grill right back on the deck and I grill steaks and burgers and whatever else in the middle of winter. Absolutely. The one thing I want to get, and I keep forgetting, maybe if I make enough money today, maybe if I make enough money in the next 3 months, I'll get it. I got my eye on one of those portable pizza ovens. Oh my God. Some of you probably have them, right? These things are just glorious. And they're absolutely glorious. They're like this big. Well, maybe a little bigger. Like this thick. That's it. It's got some weight to it, but you could carry it out. And in my case, put it on the big solid table we got on my deck. And then you get little wood like this big, and you open up the back, and you get that fire going up to, what is it again, 1,000 degrees or something like that. And then you make homemade pizzas. And I had two different friends had that over the summer, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get one. And then I forget to get it off, the Amazon or something. But I got to get that. Opie, you're doing just fine. You made $10 million per year at your high, Dave Fent. I did? 10 mil? What? I don't know if I made 10 mil. I try to tell the people I didn't know exactly how much I was making during the Opie and Anthony years, and that is the God's honest truth. Because for me, money's stupid. No one makes me more excited. I'm going to tell you, Dave Fed, and this is the God's honest truth. Anthony confirmed that. I'll be honest. I think that's a little high. I would love to brag and say that's what we were doing, but I believe that's a little high. But whatever. Maybe they were paying Anthony more. Who knows? Actually, I do know that's not true. But anyway, what makes me more excited, and this is the God's honest truth, instead of a giant radio contract these days, you know what makes me excited? Seeing this. And I swear to God. Fivers and likes. If you like any of this, you got to hit the thumbs up. You got to hit the like. You got to do something for me, all right? But when I get a fiver in, it makes me just as excited as the days when I was signing these crazy radio contracts. And today, Mike O'Donnell made me excited. Thinking of sending you something, would send it to Get Parts for the Tuesday show. When does he get there? It would be FedEx. What? Oh, I see. So you need someone to kind of grab the package, right? All right. Early afternoon delivery would be the best. I think that's what you're getting at. For the people that know, so I do a Tuesdays at Get Parts, and people, there was somebody that wanted me to sign like a picture, autograph a picture. I said, just send it to Get Parts on the Upper West Side. It's the one on 72nd Street, and attention, Opie. Matt is so used to me getting mail at his bar at this point. And if it's something that's cool that we could like talk about on Tuesdays at Get Parts, that would be awesome, Mike. So yeah. But if you're doing a FedEx or something and you're hoping someone's there to grab the package, you got to go like kind of early afternoon, like 2-ish, 3-ish, okay? 3 would be, I believe, the safe time. Dave Fent, bye, Ope. I need to go to bed. Signing off from Sydney, Australia. Dave, thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Greatly appreciate it. That's pretty cool that you're from Australia checking this out. And Scott Nelly, you're headed to work. Oh, all right. Oh, if you're heading to work, Scott, for real, this is a good time. Don't go anywhere, Scott, because it's made for you and you. I got a second podcast that I just started up. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. So if you go into your podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, you put in the search Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, it'll pop up. It's very colorful. It's very obvious. Okay. There's a glove punching a microphone, and it's a quick comedy clips podcast. It's like 20 to 25 minutes. Although the third episode that just dropped about an hour ago is a little longer because I found a Jim Brewer story that was worth playing in its entirety. The time he sang AC/DC with Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden for the 50th anniversary of Billy Joel. So besides that, they're all really, really, really quick clips. And the clips come from my Opie Radio podcast, especially the first few years when I was still getting a ton of comedians in. So please, if you're leaving me in the next couple of minutes, go on your podcast app, put in Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, subscribe, download, listen, share. I'd appreciate it because it's a very fun listen. It's not like every other damn podcast out there where a bunch of comedians are sitting around the room trying to be the funniest person in the room, and it gets old after a while. This is very, very different. It's very quick moving, and it'll help you when you're stuck in traffic and you want to just rip into the person next to you on the highway. All right. I'll shut up about that. Thank you. And Mike, thanks for the fiver. I greatly appreciate it, brother. How's it, Ope? It's good, man. Busy. We had an awesome time down there in Philly. Like I said, we did the back and forth for the kids and myself. I like going down there. It's tradition at this point. And we walked around the neighborhoods. We did the trick or treating, and it's kind of sad because like my son's now 13, my daughter's 11. It's like how many more of these could we actually do? I think we could continue because they love the tradition even if they're getting older. But we've done it ever since they were babies. So it's kind of weird to see them kind of going off and doing it by themselves at this point. But we had a really good time. But that's why I didn't live stream yesterday. We were just exhausted from the back and forth down there. So yeah, we're doing good, man. And now my son's got an overnight trip with his school that I got to start probably getting everybody up and figuring out. So, all right. Open hybrid, can you tell us a little about your career in radio? Detroit, no, I can't. Where do I begin? It began with my college radio experience, where I was on an AM station that was only heard in the dorms. I think the station was called WGBC, I think. Get Parts is lucky to have you, Dave Fenn says. Oh, my God. Thank you. No, man. Tuesdays at Get Parts is just me, my buddy Matt, who owns the joint, and, bringing my friends into the situation and, building it slowly but surely. But I sure have fun doing it. And then I went from the AM station at Geneseo to the FM station. And my first break, I had to do a weather forecast and talk about a little town called Leicester, New York. It's blank degrees in Leicester, New York. That's all I had to say. This was literally my first break on FM radio because at my college, Geneseo, you actually went on a professional radio station if you were good enough. And I was picked to be good enough, which was pretty awesome. And then my first break, I had to do a weather break, and I was nervous as all hell, and I didn't know the names of the towns up there. So instead of saying Leicester, New York, I said Leicester. Realized I said Leicester when it was supposed to be Leicester. So I said the F word and the S word all within 10 seconds. And that was my first break on FM radio. And boy, if that didn't foreshadow a lot, a lot. Brother Wee should be in the Radio Hall of Fame. I think he is, brother. What else we got? Dennis Smith saying hi. All right. It scared my kids. I don't know what that means. Minaj, King of the Czars, all the way there from South Africa. Fivers and likes. If you don't want to throw a fiver at me, I get it. But at least hit that like, please. Help the damn cause. Or download the latest episode of my second podcast. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. We got our third episode out there. I'm going to see 5 extra downloads today because promoting anything in this day and age stinks. It doesn't work. What is Minaj saying? I really enjoyed when these hot porn stars, et cetera, used to come in with their entitled attitudes, then leave in tears. Sorry. Remember a cry, cry, cry chant. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, these girls, these adult film stars, they didn't even want to be called porn stars. You know, the world changed so much that they're like, now we're adult film stars. We're adult film stars. And we're like, all right, well, do what you do in the movies. No, we don't do that. And I'd be like, then why are you here? Why are you here? Your last shot on Fallon was dynamite. Damn, this Dave Fent is really buttering up the bread today. Thank you, Dave Fent. I really enjoyed being on Jimmy Fallon more than Letterman and Leno. I liked Fallon the best, then Leno, and then Letterman. But thank you very, very much. Yeah, but Minaj brings up good memory. These, when a million years ago, it was porn stars, and they would do whatever you needed or whatever you wanted. They got why they were there. And then just like everybody else in this stupid society of ours, everybody got entitled. And why no Letterman? Because it was beyond nerve-wracking. Because that was the first one we did. It was beyond nerve-wracking. And being from New York City and being brought up on Letterman, it was beyond nerve-wracking. And when Letterman came to the side of the stage during a commercial break and went, "Hi, I'm Dave," I almost shit my pants. That's why. And then I was kind of shut out of the conversation when Anthony kind of turned his head and had a conversation with Dave, and I looked like a dummy on the couch. So that might have been part of it too. But and then the porn stars, they got entitled, and they're like, "No, we're adult film actresses. We're actresses." And then we would try to still, and then it was like, then I felt like I was like, I felt like I was back in high school trying to get something done in a car. I'm like, I'm too old for this. So you would talk to them and you would butter them up and you would, play into their egos and blah, 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 blah. And then finally, maybe they would do what they used to do so easily in the past. And then it got to a point where they're like, no, we're not doing any of that. If you want to see that, then you have to get this or you have to join this. And I'm like, oh my God, this ain't worth it. So then maybe a few of them ran out of the studio crying, Minash, right? Maybe a few of them did. The world changed, my brothers and sisters. I said that with a burp, a coffee burp. I hope you appreciated that. JD Straight Shot. How did Matthew Perry influence your career in comedy radio? Matthew Perry. Dude, they're thinking that. What are they thinking? I know everyone's like, it was the jab. No, it wasn't the jab. Shut up. He had addiction problems, so that certainly could have easily done it. It could have easily weakened his ticker. But then I think I saw late yesterday that are they getting like the homicide squad to investigate this? Is there a rumor that there might have been a robbery or something that went wrong? What are they saying? Could someone get me the latest headline on the Matthew Perry? But thank you for the fiver, JD Straight Shot. Sorry, I don't have a better answer. I don't even know what you. This is probably really clever, and I'm too stupid and too tired to like figure it out. But Matthew Perry didn't influence anything of mine because I never watched Friends. I never watched the Friends. All these years later, it's on TV here and there, and I'll take a peek. But I never got the sitcoms in general. I thought they were so stupid with their laugh tracks. Oh God. I like stuff like, to Curb Your Enthusiasm, stuff like that. My God. The Office. My God. John Quartz with a fiver. Fivers and likes, bitches. Fivers and likes. Pizza Oven Started Fund. Oh, John Quartz has officially started my Pizza Oven Fund. Thank you, John Quartz. I think I'm going to get that yeah. Because then I was thinking you're at the ocean, right? I love being in the, I'm in the ocean, but I don't love that part of it. But I do go in the ocean off season sometimes, and it's brutal. But when the air is really crisp and cold, and you can see your breath, and there's no wind, I can put the pizza oven on that big table, on my deck, and make homemade pizzas. Oh, that would be glorious. But I can't wait for everyone to throw fires at me, John. So I think I'm gonna go and get it. I'm gonna go and get it very, very soon. But thank you for the fiver. Oh, I got to get the kids up. The sun's coming up pretty nice. I set you up terribly, Instagram. If you want a better video of the live stream, go to my YouTube, Opie Radio, or my Facebook, Opie Radio Fans, or I'm on Twitter too, live, I think, right? Opie Radio. All right. I'm going to fill up my coffee, get the kids up real fast. All that takes probably no more than a minute and a half. Stay right there. This would be a stupid commercial, so relax. Bam, 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 bam. the oh, by the way, I don't have a professional microphone today because my stupid AA batteries. I gotta get a brand new box of AA batteries. But the kids are up. Second cup of coffee, bitches. Did everybody on Instagram leave me? They couldn't stick around. Oh wait, they might have moved over to the. Oh my God, we lost like 10 people on YouTube and Facebook too. How do you leave, man? This sun is coming up nice. Look at that. And I got the talking head speaking in tongues stuck in my head. All right, they're coming back. Maybe they go and what are they? Whatever, it's all good. But John, once again, thanks for the $5. Thanks for the like. And once again, hope you had a really good birthday. And obviously, I hope your twin didn't have as good of a birthday as you. Okay, because I know you twins, you want to be individuals. I got twins in my family. My mom would call my twin brothers Brett and Twin when his real name is Quinn. But my grandma, God rest her soul, should be 113 if she was alive. She used to call my brothers Brett and Twin. So John, I get it. You twins want to be individuals. So I'm sure your twin brother's a good dude, but I ain't wishing him as much of a birthday as I would you because I don't know him. All right? All right. Billy Joel is touring Tel Aviv. Is that true? Is that true? Good morning, sunshine. Well, good morning right back at you. All right, what is Nick saying? This is long. Had an effed up dream where I was upside down, drowning and fading away and woke up just a couple hours before Matthew Perry was pronounced dead. Spins me out thinking about that from Australia. Another person from Australia. Oh, my God. What's up, Nick? Halloween. Okay, king of all diffs. This comment could be like really nice or really creepy. Halloween makes me wish I had kids. Oh my God, Jesus. Like I said, that could be a really nice thing or a really creepy comment. No, king of all diffs is one of ours. He's there. I mean, I premiere videos all the time because I like being in the chat when they go live on YouTube. And king of all diffs, there's not a lot of people that check out my premieres because they're like, long form videos that I edited and stuff. I get it. People want to feel alive. But king of all diffs is there. He sees I'm premiering a video and he's like, I'll hang with you. And it doesn't go unnoticed. Morning from sunny Sparkly Sarah, what's going on? Where have you been? Morning from sunny Buffalo. We had snow Wednesday night. Damn. So it's already snowing up there in the Buffalo. All right. So what else is going on? I think we can start wrapping up. This was a lot of fun. WGBC, the only station that really rocks. Well, that station didn't really rock there, Tom Taylor. It kind of rocked. Sure, it rocked a little bit. Aluminum, what's going on, brother? I'd like to hear the story of the 7-Eleven lady. I've heard snippets of it over the years. It sounds crazy, LOL. Wow, you're going to have to refresh my memory on that one. I mean, there was a bit I did. This was pre-Opie and Anthony. I did a lot of bits pre-Opie and Anthony. I think Anthony might have been kind of coming in here and there at this point, but I'm not sure. This is at WBAB, the home of rock and roll on Long Island. And, Sparkly Sarah, I'm unemployed. That's where I've been. Oh, and going to therapy for crazy mom stuff. Same old. All right, same old for the Sarah. I remember Sarah. I kind of miss seeing Sarah, so give her a cheers on the Instagram. I'm not sure if this is what you're referring to, but what I'm about to say is completely legit. Completely. A lot of radio guys. I think, I know I was very, very successful on my own and very, very successful with Anthony during the Opie and Anthony years because we didn't really, for the most part, we didn't fake stuff. What you heard was the real deal. We didn't have these dumb fake phone scams and all this fake crap that was set up ahead of time. There was maybe once or twice we had to fake something because we were in deep trouble because we weren't going to fake it. And then they were like out of their minds. I've kind of talked about that over the years. But overwhelmingly, Like our track record is something like 99.99999% of the time. What you heard on the radio was not fake. It was not fake at all. And when I was doing WBAB, the home of rock and roll on Long Island, I had a bit where I put out the word, first person that kidnaps a 7-Eleven worker and brings him to the studio, you won. I don't remember the prize anymore, but it was something big. It was something big. I'm like, man, how do I give away these tickets? I'm like, first person that quote, I should say quote, because everyone gets scared out there in 2023. Quote. How about I say it this way? The first person that brings me a 7-Eleven worker, quote. Well, wait, there's no quotes in that. All right, so maybe it wasn't, the really. See, now I'm getting scared. It was a dumb radio bit. Relax, YouTube. And someone brought in a very, very confused 7-Eleven worker, and she was really wondering why. She was really wondering why she was at the radio station. And she wasn't happy. She didn't really come willingly. Let's just put it that way. Is that what you're referring to? Or is there another story that I'm totally forgetting? Because every once in a while, you guys hit me up with something that I forgot about 10, 20 years ago. Detroit by Dark, $5 super sticker. Thank you, Detroit by Dark. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Fivers and likes, bitches. Have you been in touch with the sales guy who played Craig from Waltham? What's up, Night Vision? No, that's Jim. Jim was a great guy, a great sales guy up there at WAF, the only station that really rocks. We used to call him Crazy Jim. I'm trying to remember what wrestler. It's been too many years now, but Crazy Jim, he was a really good sales guy at WAF. And this was the time you could do whatever you wanted, had work, and no one gave a shit. No one cared. So me and Anthony were doing a show one afternoon. It was one of our just basic, just crushing it for everybody in Boston, but nothing too special. And we were in the middle of some huge wrestling promotion. So they had like giant cardboard cutouts of the big wrestlers of the day. I really want to say it was The Undertaker, but I don't know if it was anymore. But they were life size, and they were just in the corner, And all of a sudden, Crazy Jim comes into the studio, and he walks behind the cutouts. And he's trying to get our attention, and we're like, dude, we need to crush it here. What are you doing? You're distracting us. So we're trying to ignore him, And then it got to a point we couldn't ignore him anymore because he really wanted our attention. So me and Anthony turned our heads pretty much at the same time to see that the top sales guy at WAF, the only station that really rocks, proceeded to cut out of the cutout where the groin was and stick all of his junk through it. And we laughed and laughed and laughed. And then the word got around the entire station and everybody else laughed and laughed and laughed. And the guy, he just tightened up his tie and, put himself back together. And he marched back on the streets and continued crushing it in sales for WAF, the only station that really rocks. No one went to HR. I need to go to HR. No one needed a therapy dog. No one needed some time off. Everyone just laughed and laughed. And if you didn't laugh and laugh, you just rolled your eyes and you just went about your day. But now, could you imagine doing that at your workplace? Could you imagine? Could you imagine what would happen? They would have a whole crew of guys in hazmat suits, shutting everything down, firing everybody. Opie, now I know how the Philly fan. Sorry. Slow down. Second cup of coffee kicking in. My tongue is. Opie, now I know how the Philly fans felt. It totally sucks. The Diamondbacks choked big time. Love what you do, Opster. Thank you, Ernest. Yeah, I was down in Philly, like I said, for Halloween, and they were still hurting. They were still hurting about the Phillies. The Phillies should have got the job done. What the hell? They looked defeated before the damn games were over. Wake the F up. You just played like a million games to get to this point. So weird. To be fair, Friends was filmed live in front of a studio audience. Okay. I mean, Friends was a huge show. I can't deny that. I just didn't like those type of sitcoms at all. I was not a fan of those goofy sitcoms. God, no. Halifax, checking in. What's up, Paul? How are you? I think I got to start wrapping up, unfortunately. You know what I could do? You know what? I'll do something. All right, hold on. I lost my place in the chat room. Okay. All right. I tried to do this the other day and I failed miserably, but I think I could do it today. I have a new podcast. Now I got 2 podcasts out there. The original Opie Radio, and thank you very, very much. The growth on that has been it's been that. It's not this, thank God, but it's just like going down a highway just on your brakes. But thank you. At least the numbers aren't going down. That's my original podcast, Opie Radio. And then now I got a second podcast out that I'm really proud of because it hit me like, especially in the comedy world, you got all these comedians with their, their podcasts, and a lot of them don't even want to be funny on their podcast because they're like, oh my God, I that's my material. I need to save that for a stage. So then they're just pontificating about who the hell knows stuff. Seeing Theo Von doing like serious interviews. Ew! That's not you. I know he does killer numbers, but ew! So it hit me. I'm like, you know what? I got to start a second podcast. So the second podcast is called Comedy Quick Hits. Let me make sure I can do this today because I got to now wake up my wife and I got to like get my son ready for his overnight trip. I hope this works. Where is it? I can't find it again. I can't find it. Why can't I find it this time? Wait, is it over here? All right, I think it might be this. Okay. So I started a second podcast. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. All right. You'll see the logo. I want you. This is going to get me 3 extra downloads today. I want you to go to your podcast app and in the search, you put Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. It's going to pop up. The 3rd episode just dropped about an hour ago. I am going to play the 2nd episode for you right now while I, make some breakfast for the kids, get the wife up, and then I'll come back and babble a little more. This is only like 20 minutes long. It gives you a taste of what I'm trying to do with this second podcast, all right? So check this out. I'll be right back. And look, I would really appreciate it if you went in your podcast app, in the search, put in Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and subscribe and download and listen to some of these episodes. I'm proud of it, and I think I'm onto something. So here's the 2nd episode.
I'm to LA now.
Good for you.
And then I ended up hanging out and living with my agent and whatever. But I did that a lot. So
are you single?
Yeah.
How many?
I put up numbers.
Good numbers, right?
Good numbers. Solid numbers.
West Coast, you put up
West Coast. I belong on the West Coast.
I put up numbers on the West Coast. I'm like exotic. I'm like a fat unicorn.
Well, I told the original Robin Williams that when I first met him at the cellar one night. We were sitting there, and I go, hey, I married somebody. She's from Houston. Her name's Robin Williams. He kind of laughed a little bit. And I go, that ain't the funny part. He goes, what's the funny part? I go, she's hairier than you.
Was she really?
Oh, God. Full-on Kaepernick out of the butthole. A full-on Kaepernick afro wig out of the butthole. I know that I get to tell this because it cost me $83,000.
So let me have this moment.
I will be mean and name call and say you have a hairy bunghole because I paid you $83,000.
When I was a little kid, you know what I did for a little while? Where my parents thought I was crazy? I would dig ditches and cover them in leaves and just watch people fall into them.
I love you.
So like all the other kids were playing tag. I'm building a hole and then cover it, and then just watch like Brian Langpoop from down the street just get crushed in this little ditch.
How dumb is he?
Oh, I was a little smarter than him, and it would make my week. When I would see this little dum-dum with his ice cream running across the yard, and whoop, he was gone.
Of course.
I loved it.
Right.
I loved it. My parents, they found it so unsettling.
Yeah.
That I'd be in like what I thought the woods, which was this little plot of land between one house and another.
Right.
And I would track the neighbor.
That's hilarious.
I would track the neighbor for a week until I figured out where he would walk to make the shortcut. I'd build a ditch there.
Why didn't you ever want to have kids, Vic Henley?
Because the Henley line needs to stop with me. It needs to be over. No more Henley.
Why do you say that?
Because it's just you don't know my family.
Why didn't want a 5-year-old with gray hair?
I don't want anything related. Right. I don't need a baby Jay Leno. Thank you. It's been an hour. You finally came up with something.
Yeah, you should leave on that, Tim.
I had a lot of weight on my shoulders at the height of my success, so I didn't really enjoy it as much, and I was irritable. I had an anger problem. Then I met my wife and realized I got to figure my shit out because I'm really into this. And then when I had my kids, I'm like, oh my God, get your crap together.
Yeah.
So it really started when I met my wife 14 years ago, and it took a long time.
My wife saved my life too, man.
For real?
How long you been married?
10 years.
Nice.
I have the complete opposite story.
Carl's going through some stuff.
Carl's going through a thing right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
We're getting cream puffs. From where? That's why I'm walking this way.
Oh, great. I'd love a cream puff.
She loves cream puffs.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't love a cream puff? I love cream puffs as well.
These cream puffs are absolutely amazing. They're so good, I try to kiss the owner, so it might get a little weird when we go in there.
Great, dude. I don't care. I'll stop at nothing for cream puffs. When I took off my shirt, my nipples look like cream puffs.
So Russ and Daughters is one of the first, might have been the first one in America that was something and Daughters, and it's over here on Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went past that the other day.
Get the Super Heeb.
Really?
It's named that.
The Super Heap
That's the Super Heap. Thank you.
I think that's the guy who fired us.
The Super Heap.
No, Opie, no.
Come on, I went for it. Come on.
Jesus.
Now I got to go to Carl. Is it a myth, the cheeses? Like a good, solid, basic cheese from Wisconsin, will that compete with any cheese in the world?
Here's the problem with really high-end cheeses is just like sugar attracts a fly, these attract assholes, right? so as good as this cheese could be, the person and the place you have to eat it in is awful.
I like the guy. Look at the shirtless man crossing the street over here. Here's a New York City moment. Right there, running, shirtless.
Run, Forrest, run!
He's got his earbuds in. He didn't hear you. He laughed. The cop laughed.
Hey, I need to take a left, though. Oh, no! We love the story. We will now.
That's a good New York City moment we just had right there. You made him laugh with the Run Forrest Run, and now we're making an illegal left turn from the right-hand lane, going across 5 orange cones. Here we go. We're on. We're in. Done.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, my God. He just let us cut in front of 20 cars. We literally would have had a sit through probably 5 lights.
People think they can talk to me, and they make a very lethal mistake. Like, they say glasses, he's short, he's wearing a shirt that says Las Vegas. He's going to be friendly, right? Wrong.
Why wouldn't you be friendly if the girls are hot?
I'm not saying to the girls.
Just like, where you get...
Hey, bro, can you get me a pass? I know Guy. I'm like, I've been Guy with 12 years. I've been with Guy. I've never seen you. Not only am I not going to give you a pass, I'm going to call security.
The buzzkill.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Dude, I promise you, if I get drunk, like if I get like afternoon drunk, I'm 100% going to send my dick out.
Oh, my God.
And have you seen my dick pic? Did I tell you about the remote pic?
No, is it impressive?
Well, what happened is a girl asked me to send a picture of my dick a couple of months ago, and I just couldn't get it up. So I stuck the Time Warner remote in my sweatpants and sent that out. It looks like I have a fucking hog. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, but it probably looks square.
No, dude, look, I'll show you.
Did you figure out all the squareness of it?
No, I mean...
Did you cover up the squareness?
No, it literally... Well, if you look real close, you can see buttons, but hold on.
Okay, Opie, go ahead. Point out what you don't like.
I don't like avocado.
Okay, how come?
I think it's a texture thing. It might go with my autism.
You got me.
All right. These are some of the shits I took that I showed my doctor.
Oh my God! What the hell is that? I don't even.
Bad, right?
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain that. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
All right, let me see the dick pic.
All right, hold on. I got
Using the TV remote.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go. Look at that. Right? Like that. See, like that's what I sent, but that's my actual dick.
Oh wait, where's your actual dick?
It's like
that?
Yeah, like to the side. But it looks like I have
You got a mini me.
I got a hug.
I was hoping that you'd appreciate this, Carl. Now he's blowing snot rockets. That's a beautiful look you got. Got your Vegas shirt on with a bunch of cocktails I absolutely would drink. You're smoking a cigarette, blowing snot rockets.
Man.
There it is.
Oh, I'm being birthed back into Jersey. I'm like a little baby. You got to get all this stuff out of my orifice.
That's when you know you're home.
That's when I know I'm home. Like a big piece of muffler just came out of my nose.
Hey, can we officially announce that Carl doesn't have bad breath?
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know, all the people listening, Carl doesn't have bad breath. But there was one time when he came into the studio. I think it was the time when we brought in that bull dick with Bobby Lee. He must have been licking that thing in the studio before because his breath smelled like absolute horse manure. But
yeah, but we all have a bad day. I went over that with you once.
Yeah, no, I know, but there was Carl doesn't have bad breath. I've been like ever since he had the bad breath that one time, I would always try to like smell it, and I never could. But I just, publicly, I told America once that he has bad breath.
All right, we're good then.
Generally, I write about food. I write about restaurants with a particular focus on food that had parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
No kale.
No.
No veggie, no weirdo.
I mean, I will look. If you pay me to write about those things, I'll do it. Right? Like you'll play those gigs that you don't really want to play, but because the money's right.
Which is all of them for McKinley.
Yeah. Present tense.
Go after me more, Carl. It's funny.
But then these people, they weren't happy enough with just the Fargo reference. They're like, "Where's the wood chipper for Opie?"
Oh, they were putting you.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
of course.
Everything you put on the internet, someone comes up with an awful level D joke about Opie. Oh, the wood chipper's Opie's career, and they put like, and they'll put like 9 like emojis, like forcing you to think it's funny.
Yeah,
I forgot how many people really hate you.
Jesus.
Wait, creep? You live in this neighborhood?
I'm not telling you where I live.
Oh, all right, dude.
This is close enough.
Yeah, man. Well, I got a clean colon.
I know. What does that mean? So that means I should invite you over?
Yeah, man. I fucking take squeaky clean shits in your toilet.
They're sweet, they're salty. Well, umami is kind of a combination of both.
Right.
And it's very big, especially in Japanese food and Japanese culture. And it is all about there's things that are redolent in it with it, right? Mushrooms, soy sauces. These are things that sort of really punch up other foods. Anchovies, American cheeseburgers, very rich in umami. Add cheeseburgers to everything is what I'm suggesting.
I was hanging out with this girl and she just learned that word. I wanted to strangle her.
What, cheeseburger?
No.
I would strangle that.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Like, you guys are experts in comedy, right? You understand timing and the dead space between punchlines and those kind of things that regular people know something's funny. They don't know why it's funny, right?
I'm going to give you a few numbers of people I worked with over the years. Could you explain that to them?
He's not funny. He belongs in a wood chipper.
That's your career is the wood chipper. emoji. Right. I'm 0 for 2 bringing girls around Vic Henley.
I have nothing to do with.
Remember you took my wife on a first date in Philadelphia?
No,
I fucking stung, Henley.
She was drinking a lot. And I was working, and it was just
Marie had a buzz on her.
Totally.
Yeah, since 1994.
She was a fetus.
The year after she was born.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Like whenever I travel and I'm in a place where I know it's going to suck, I ask, what's the best-selling thing? Because number one, chances are the guy with the one shingle tooth in the back, he's been making that the most. So he's proficient at that. Number two, they'd have to reorder the stuff to make that. So it's probably the freshest. So I always get the most popular thing, even if it's not what I want to eat. People are so stupid. they think a restaurant's magic. It's
Yeah.
not. There's dummies in there. There's poison in there. There's bacteria in there. Try to keep it straight. And you know who gets sick a lot? Women, because they go to shitty restaurants and they get the salad. And the guy's keeping the salad in his shoe.
The colonoscopy. How was the prepping?
It was good. Basically, you know, it gets to the point where like you shit water, like actual water comes out of your ass. And I was good, man. I wore an adult-sized diaper. I put one on in the cab.
You did not.
Yeah, because my ass was like leaking water. And then they knocked me out. I got the anesthesia.
How bummed were you that they knocked you out for the procedure? I know you appreciate a nice object in your hiney every once in a while.
Yeah, the first thing I asked when I got up, and it's true, like the doctor was laughing, but I was all out. I was like, yo, did I get hard? That's what I asked him.
Why do I have to eat it your way?
Let me tell you something. Opie's playing dumb, but he's from Long Island. They've eaten clams before they had toothpaste out there.
So good. I love clams.
Right.
Oh, so briny.
Well, I need some cocktail sauce.
Okay, no problem, Mr. Thurston Howell. You're all set. Welcome to the island.
Why you call me Thurston Howell? Because I want cocktail sauce on my raw
Because you're
clam.
literally calling out things that you can do on your own. I need cocktail sauce.
Yacht Rock is one of his favorite channels.
I missed you guys so much. I'm a little bit different now. I'm a little salty, but we're gonna work through it, guys.
All right, we'll get through it.
I believe in Carl.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine, you fucking pieces of shit.
So, what are the habits that your dad that turned you off? His habits.
I didn't walk around naked a lot.
Why would he walk around naked a lot?
Because it was his house. He was like, if you're going to live here, like, I'm not going to change. He's 70 years old. He wasn't going to change his life for me. And then he would do this thing where he would, like, kind of talk to me about, like, all the like, how I made the right decision by leaving my ex. And he would, like, look at her Instagram. She's half naked over here. You know, what if this is not the kind of girl you want? And then, like, an hour later, he would like the pics on her Instagram. My dad right here. Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How are you?
No English?
No, that's Jean-Claude right there.
Okay, yeah.
You want to be on the podcast, or are you going to just creepily
He's gonna
stare at us? All right, come by.
He's out here.
I know how to get rid of him. He's gone. Oh my God. He's now waddling down.
The fastest way to get rid of someone in New York is asking them to be on Opie's podcast.
Your wife she's very perceptive. She's like, Carl's crying. Opie's like, you want to see some podcast numbers? I'm like, sure.
Everybody likes us again. Let's just salve over whatever crippling depression that's going through your soul.
Full-blown crying. He's like, fucking allergies suck, right, bro?
And then we're wandering around, and I'm thinking we're just going to get sushi, maybe do like a regular podcast. And then finally Carl had is like, I need a goddamn drink.
Yeah, I was like, that's it.
And then I'm like showing you kind of like hipper, cooler bars that might have the sunlight coming in nicely.
No.
And you're like, no, I need something dark and dank. That's what I'm feeling today.
I want to king tut myself in some museum, and this bar is perfect. And Opie's like, we stop at this. He's like, this place was rated 4.5 stars on Yelp. I'm like, I'm going to stab myself with a chopstick.
So we're sitting there, and I start kicking it to her, right? And I'm like, hey, why don't you come back with us to Caesars?
Right.
So one of the dudes, we only have one Escalade waiting for us right next to the plane. So there's no room. So I look at the one dude, and I'm like, hey, bro, why don't you just beat feet? Take an Uber, because this girl's coming with us.
Yeah.
And he's like, no way, bro. No way, bro. I'm not going to take an Uber. I'm like, dude, the Uber will come right here, bro. Just give him the tail number. Like, just get out of here. Scram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a girl, and she's hot.
Yeah.
And he's like, no way, bro. So he goes to the main guy to complain.
Oh, Christ.
He's like, Carl says I gotta take an Uber because he's got some whore that he wants. And the guy that runs the whole show looks at the girl, looks at me, and goes, take an Uber, asshole.
You lick the butthole? Got to clean it up a little bit before I get there. I've had some problems before.
What were the problems?
I'm not a mutter. I'm not a mutter. I run soft in the mud. I don't know.
Oh my God.
You give me a nice hard pack, I'll win you a trophy.
You don't come up like you just ran one of those mud races?
No, I'll slide right into the fucking stand.
You got to come out of that bedroom like you were just staining furniture.
Holy, that's pretty good. That's a good one. So this is real talk, guys. No more bullshit. No more laughs for 2 seconds. So what happened is I decided in my relationship with my wife that it's not going to work. Right? So when the finality of things happen, it's very difficult. And what I decided, and I decided this a long time ago, I made a promise to my wife, and I keep my promises. And I told my wife, I said, no matter what happens.
Vic, how good is that shrimp?
All delicious. Completely. I'm chewing. Go ahead. No. Sorry. I'm really good. I'm eating with my mouth full.
I know, it looks delicious.
No, it's amazing. And I did break the chain of what we were supposed to eat in order.
I did notice that.
But really good.
Awesome.
Can I talk to you, buddy?
What happened?
Hey, what's up, Opie? Let me tell you.
What were you saying, Carl?
Let me tell you a little story about you doing that fucking again, okay? You pull that mic away from me when I'm talking like fucking I'm on a Jenny Jones show. You're going to fucking I'm going to wear a skin suit dressed like Opie. I'm going to go in your house and make an omelet.
I was listening.
No, you weren't.
I was kind of.
I was a shrimp, Harry.
I was kind of listening.
What a motherfucker. What a motherfucker. That made me madder than my divorce.
We drank for 3 hours. You didn't tell me that part.
Well, because now, it's time. We're sitting down, we're breaking bread, and that's what's up. So that's it. I'm out.
Wow. What are you going to do next, Carl?
I'm going to party like a Twisted Sister video. I'm literally sitting next to an ounce of caviar.
Whatever you want.
All right, so we have a little bit of capers, caper berries, non-perils. Those are small ones. We have red onion, expertly chopped. We have egg yolk, which is fantastic. Creme fraiche. It's supposed to be creme fraiche for the consistency. This is sour cream, but you won't know the difference. Your palate is still, it's washing cars still. So you won't know.
Selling real estate in St. Augustine.
Exactly. Right. Eat it head on. Take a bite. The whole thing.
The whole thing. Nice.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's damn good. Damn good.
Now you fit in your own name, Thurston.
That's damn good.
Y'all remember the days of Phil Donahue, in his talk show? Yeah. Well, he was on there one day, and he was doing a little segment on encounters with ghosts. He said, all right, he's starting the show. He said, is there anyone out here that has ever had an encounter with a ghost? Well, a few hands went up. He said, is there anyone out here that has actually seen a ghost? A few hands went up. He said, now I've got to ask you this, is there anyone here that has ever had a sexual encounter with a ghost? Well, this one redneck held up his hand back and back. Man, he started fishing over all these people, and he got over the aisle and crawled over a couple seats, and he put that microphone right in that redneck's mouth. He said, do you mean to tell me you've actually had a sexual encounter with a ghost? He said, I'm sorry, I thought you said goat.
I love the goat jokes.
I love the confidence that he does the punchline and just throws the mic back at us and walks away.
I got it.
I'm done.
That's a home run, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. And then Pete Davidson puts an Ariana Grande tattoo on his neck.
That's Pete, man.
Well, let me go
Opie,
with.
what is this?
Bro.
Let me go with.
He's a young dude.
Opie, I feel like I'm.
Although
on
he has
fucking
the
Wendy
memories
Williams
when
show.
that whole thing explodes, he'll still have the memories. Like, yeah, that's right. Remember the time.
He could always cover it up with a 9/11 something.
That's a good joke. That's a goddamn good
Solid
joke.
joke.
That's
Thank
a
you.
fucking solid joke.
You can always be
I'm not backing off that goddamn
You can always
joke.
remember
That's a
something.
goddamn good joke.
Covered up with an eagle and an American flag.
And I'll never forget.
You don't know who I know. I'm like, in about a year and a half, I've been spoiled rotten. I thought I was spoiled till now.
I thought Big Kelly was going to do the right thing and maybe go down south and bring me a sugar glider for my new apartment because I got nothing else to do but chase a flying squirrel.
I forgot he called them sugar gliders. Those are flying squirrels.
The first time he said sugar glider, I remember we went to commercial on Sirius XM. We went to commercial and I looked at Vic Henley. I go, "What were you talking about?" He goes, "Sugar glider." I said, "What is that?" He goes, "Flying squirrel." I'm like, "I love you, sir. I love you with all my heart."
I think that influenced all of us because when I walk around New York City and I see a squirrel, I'm thinking maybe this one could be a sugar glider.
Boo, 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 boo.
Opie Radio.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
All right, and there. Oh wow, look at this sunrise. We made it to the sunrise here in New York, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. Yes, that is a new podcast. It's called Comedy Quick Hits. I'm taking a lot of the great clips from my regular podcast, Opie Radio, and I'm and I made it into a second podcast called Comedy Quick Hits. And I would greatly appreciate it if you found it on your podcast app and subscribe and download a few episodes. The third episode just dropped like an hour ago. It's brand new. It wasn't that one. That's I think the second episode, whatever. But yes, Jonesy, it's a brand new podcast. So there you go on that. All right, man, look at that sunrise though. That is just glorious. And I think if that audio was slightly echoey, I just realized I never muted my my microphone, so it might have been kind of playing and then going into my MacBook. So I trust me, the audio is crystal clear on the podcast apps. Okay, all right. That's so funny. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sunny day in New York City. Yeah, finally, man. Come for the small bites, stay for the quick hits. Yeah, this started out for the people that have been with me a long time. I have a series on my regular podcast feed called Small Bites, but I actually pumped it up from Small Bites before I started this second podcast called Comedy Quick Hits. But it's similar in nature for sure. For sure. All right. You just downloaded it. Thanks, Josh. I greatly appreciate it, man. I think it has potential to be a pretty damn good podcast because it's just quick and easy, fun, no drama, and it's very, very different than all the other comedy podcasts out there. So I'm trying to like go in the other direction as everybody else is doing the exact same thing with their stupid podcast. So if you like that, man, download a few more episodes and check it out. Opie's a hunk. EB, what's going on? E to the B. Watch the sunrise through Opie's hair. Yeah, but look, man, I know it's making it look kind of cotton candy-ish. No, I'll just push it down, man. I'll just push it down, I'll do. Have a groovy day. Thanks, Mike. So is everybody good? I think we're good. Hit the like on the way out. If you gave me a few bucks, fivers and likes, I'd greatly appreciate it. I think we did everything we need to do today, right? Anybody got any last thoughts? No, you good? What did we learn today? Nothing? You good? Oh, sunrise again? All right. That is just glorious. Oh my, that never gets old, by the way. You know, the one thing I got to do, and I don't do it enough, is live stream at night when the whole city lights up over here. It lights up and it's just amazing. And for whatever reason, I don't give you that view as much as I should. It's just unbelievable. Steven, you know what? He just writes, thank you. Yeah, right, man. You know, I'm busting my balls. Waking up early, I set the alarm for 5:45. I make the coffee. I try to get in the shower some mornings, and I try to give you a little content. So you know what? It's very appreciated. Excuse me, Steven. Then you said thank you. Sometimes a thank you is all it takes. I get those podcasts on auto download, Chris Cooper. Yes. Yeah, of course. Yes. Whatever podcast app you have, in the search, just put in Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and yes, you'll get the audio version. Yes. I just had to put the video logo on so I could play it on my stuff here. But yes, it's an audio podcast. All right? Smash the like button. Yeah, man, 28 likes. That stinks. I usually get 30, and I hate seeing 30. I want to see 40, 50, 60 likes every morning. I want to see that. Yes, of course I do. Bright light, big city, gone to baby's head. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that. Oh wow. Oh my God. Look at the sunbeams. Oh my God. Do we have a sunbeam song we can play right now? Is there a sunbeam song out there for the people? I see 38 likes on my end. All right, good. You know, maybe the likes are delayed on my end. I don't know. It's showing it's showing right now. It's showing 28 likes, and it's showing the number's low right now. It's showing 81 people are watching this between the Facebook and the YouTube. That's it. The number was a bit higher when we were babbling about stuff. So, Neil Young song. What's the Neil Young song with the sunbeam? Look out, mama! There's a white boat coming up the river. A white boat coming up the river? No, it's not that one. Heart of Gold. What Neil Young song are you thinking of? For real? Now I'm bothered, Mike. For real, what Neil Young song were you thinking of? Please, I need to know. 40 likes now. All right, good. So maybe it's the likes on my end doesn't catch up till later. Well, damn, 40 likes is good. I'll take that. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Come on, I'm stalling, Mike. I need to know what Neil Young song you're thinking of because I love my Neil Young. Oh my God, I even love Harvest Moon. Oh, Bright Lights, Big City. Do I know that song? Do I know Bright Lights, Big City? Bright Lights, Big City. Maybe I don't know that one. All right, I'll look it up as soon as I get off this thing. I'll put it in my Spotify. You're looking at 44. That's some good likes. Oh, good. Thank you, Chris Cooper. Yeah, it's stuck on 28, it looks like, on my end. That's it. It's just stuck on 28. Off of Shocking Pink. Okay. Shocking Pink. Shocking Pink was an album I didn't listen to a lot of by Neil Young. What was the big hit off that? Was that the one with Transistor? If I just pull Transistor out of my butt off that Shocking Pink album, I'm gonna have a skip in my step today, but I don't think I got it. What was the big song off that, Mike? I think it was one of those albums where there wasn't a big song, right? I think that movie has a bit of a shaky plot. Why do you even go live anymore? Why not? Why not? Because I enjoy it. Is that okay with you? Let's get rid of this guy. Let's cut our losses. I went right for a ban. Right for a ban. Why not? There are so many people bothered. They're so bothered by my drop, drop in the radio world. They're just so bothered by it. I just love doing this. As long as there's a few people watching, I'll turn this on every damn morning. And that's it. And that is it. Just finished rewatching your interview with Robert O'Neill. Mark Norman is hilarious as the guest. Yeah, he is. Stop trying so hard, haters. I mean, they make the world go round as well. I know a lot of people hate watch this for whatever reason. It's kind of stupid, I think, at this point. But what are you going to do? Chris Verdi, good morning, brother man. Good morning to you. I got to go. I can't remember the big hit, Mike says. Okay, but it's a great album. Okay. I'm going to try it out today. Guys, I think that's it. Thank you very much. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the fivers. And once again, promoting is so promoting stinks. You just got to grind it out day after day after day and watch your numbers go. When there was less competition and you were doing good content, it was guaranteed that you would see this. This is what happened at NEW for real. Good content, word getting out there. Wham! Nowadays, because there's literally 8 million podcasts, this is your growth all the way across the screen. And it's so frustrating. At least it's not going down. All right? Good for you on dropping the Anthony BS for a minute. Real big of you. You know what? It's all good. Whatever. What are you going to do? All right, here's the big plug. Good morning, we're leaving. Dirty. We're leaving. We got to go. I got to get my kids to school. My kid's got a overnight trip. He's packing right now, so I got to go. But I'll plug, even though I will literally check right after this plug, and I'll see one of you knuckleheads went, all right, okay. But the big plug today is very simple. I got a second podcast out there, and I just played the second episode, and it's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. You put that in your podcast app. You hit subscribe. You download the 3 episodes. The third episode just dropped a mere hour and a half ago. And you listen to all those damn episodes to help my numbers. And you also maybe go, you know what? I listened to this new podcast this morning on the way to work. Oh, really? What was it? Well, it's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Opie from Opie? Yeah, that guy. Anyway, he's been podcasting all these years, and he started a second podcast where it's all just funny comedy clips that go by really quick. I kind of enjoyed it. I think you should enjoy it too. That would help. That would help. This isn't a podcast, dummy. Huh? What? Red, you all right? Yo, Red, you all right? Red, you all right? Who said this is a podcast, Red? You all right? I live stream every morning, and then some of this stuff is good enough to put into a podcast. You all right, Red? I don't know if Red's all right. I never said it was a podcast. It's a live. This is a live stream. I do my thing. Red, stop trying so hard. For real, stop trying so hard. I explained this a million. Red is lost. Thank you, Josh. Red is lost. But for the people that are relatively new, and I see a few new names every day, it's very simple. I turn on a live stream almost every day until I get tired, and then I take a week or two off out of nowhere, and then everyone gets mad at me. But pretty much every morning I turn on a live stream, fool around, have fun. I got a lot of people I like and see in the chat room, and some of the stuff actually works. And then I cut that up and I make it into the Opie Radio podcast. I do it very differently than most people out there. And everybody else knows that, Red. Everybody. Oh, now you're laughing? All right. All right. You know what? Maybe we turn somebody around today. Cheers to Red. That looks pretty badass. I'm going to make a meme. Let's meme this shit. Let's meme this shit. Red, cheers to you. Last sip of coffee. Bye, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.